History, they say, is a series of events. Some are planned, others are mere happenstances. Coincidences that shape the course of history. But what exactly is a coincidence? It's a word we often use to describe an unexpected convergence of events, seemingly unrelated, yet happening in such a way that leaves us in awe or disbelief. Picture this. Two seemingly unrelated events, happening miles apart or even years apart, suddenly intersect in a way that alters the course of history. It's as if the universe has its own secret script, and we are merely actors playing our parts, oblivious of the grand design. In the vast canvas of history, there are countless such moments where coincidence has played a pivotal role. From the uncanny alignment of individual lives to the unexpected outcomes of major events, these historical coincidences can be as intriguing as they are impactful. Take, for instance, the coincidental connections between the lives of US Presidents John F. Kennedy and Abraham Lincoln. Both were elected exactly 100 years apart, met tragic ends, and had successors with the same last name, Johnson. Or consider the eerie coincidence of the ship named Titanic, a novel written 14 years before the actual Titanic sank, featuring strikingly similar details. These are just some of the coincidences that history has tucked away in its corners. As we delve deeper, we will uncover more such fascinating coincidences that have left indelible marks on the annals of history. We will explore the intriguing interplay of coincidence and history, and how these unexpected intersections have shaped the world as we know it. Dive with us into the rabbit hole of history as we uncover some of the most unbelievable coincidences that you might not believe. In 1898, 14 years before the Titanic sank, Morgan Robertson penned a novel that eerily predicted the disaster. This novel, titled Futility, or The Wreck of the Titan, narrates the tale of an unsinkable ship named the Titan. Like the real Titanic, the Titan was celebrated as the largest ship of its time and boasted of an unparalleled luxury. However, the Titan met with a tragic end when it hit an iceberg in the North Atlantic, and due to a lack of lifeboats, more than half of its passengers perished in the icy waters. Sounds familiar, right? Fast forward to 1912, and the world witnessed the sinking of the Titanic, a real-life disaster that mirrored the fate of the fictional Titan in an almost uncanny manner. The similarities between the two events are striking, from the names of the ships, their touted unsinkability, the details of the catastrophes, to the severe loss of life due to insufficient lifeboats. These parallels have left many wondering whether Robertson's novel was a work of fiction or a premonition of the impending tragedy. Historians and conspiracy theorists have long debated this eerie coincidence. Some argue that Robertson, an experienced seaman, merely drew on his maritime knowledge for his novel, predicting potential hazards for such large vessels. Others, however, see the similarities as too uncanny to be mere coincidence and speculate about the possibility of a premonition. Whether you lean towards the rational explanation or entertain the idea of premonitions, one cannot ignore the chilling similarities between the fictional Titan and the real Titanic. It's a fascinating instance of life imitating art, where a tale spun from imagination eerily came to life in one of the most tragic maritime disasters in history. An uncanny coincidence or a premonition? We leave it to you to decide. As we delve deeper into the intriguing interplay of coincidence and history, prepare to be amazed by more such remarkable instances that blur the lines between fact and fiction, leaving us in awe of the mysteries that history holds. The paths of King Umberto I of Italy and a restaurant owner crossed in ways more than one, leading to a chilling coincidence. This tale begins in the late 19th century in the bustling city of Turin. King Umberto I, the then sovereign of Italy, stumbled upon a small restaurant for dinner. To his surprise, he found not just a meal, but his doppelganger. The restaurant owner was his mirror image. They could have been twins, but the eerie similarities didn't stop at their appearances. They were both born on the same day, March 14th, 1844, in the same town. They both married women named Margarita, and on the same day, no less. As King Umberto ascended to the throne, the restaurant owner opened his establishment. Life's strange synchronicities didn't end there. On July 29, 1900, King Umberto was informed that the restaurant owner had died in a mysterious shooting accident. Shaken, the king expressed his condolences, Little did he know, fate had a dark sense of humor. Later that very day, King Umberto was assassinated. An anarchist, angered by the king's policies, took his life, mirroring the restaurant owner's untimely end. The parallel lives and deaths of these two men shook Italy to its core. The tale of King Umberto and the restaurant owner became a symbol of the uncanny interplay between coincidence and fate. It sparked conversations, debates, and even fear. Was it all merely happenstance, or was there a more profound meaning hidden within these events? The story of King Umberto I and the restaurant owner is a chilling reminder of the unpredictability of life. It challenges our understanding of coincidence, prompting us to question whether these events are random or part of a grander design. It reminds us that history is not just a series of events, but a complex tapestry woven with threads of mystery and intrigue. A coincidence that sent chills down the spine of an entire nation. When Howard Carter opened the tomb of Tutankhamun in 1922, little did he know of the eerie coincidences that would follow. In the heart of Egypt's Valley of the Kings, British archaeologist Howard Carter, along with his patron Lord Carnarvon, unveiled a portal to the past, a glimpse into the life of a young pharaoh named Tutankhamun. As the tomb's seal was broken, a wave of awe, triumph, and anticipation swept over the team. But amidst the jubilations, few could predict the string of uncanny happenings that was soon to unfold. Just a handful of months after the tomb's opening, Lord Carnarvon fell mysteriously ill and died, his demise eerily coinciding with a power outage that plunged Cairo into darkness. Legend has it that, at the very same moment, Carnarvon's pet canary met its end in England, at the jaws of a cobra, the royal symbol of the pharaohs. But the coincidence doesn't stop there. Over the next few years, many individuals connected to the excavation also met untimely deaths, their fates often shrouded in mystery and unexplained circumstances. From Carter's secretary, Richard Bethel, found smothered in his bed, to radiologist Archibald Douglas Reed, who x-rayed Tutankhamun's mummy and died from a mysterious illness, the list of casualties fanned the flames of superstition. Was it purely a string of unfortunate coincidences, or was there something more at play here, a force beyond our comprehension? Skeptics argue that these were mere accidents, while others insist that they were victims of the pharaoh's curse, a supernatural payback for disturbing the young king's eternal slumber. The allure of the unknown, the unexplained, and the coincidental intrigues us, doesn't it? It bridges the gap between what we know and what we yearn to understand, between the tangible world and the realm of the metaphysical. And so the tale of the curse of Tutankhamun's tomb continues to captivate us, nearly 100 years later. A series of unfortunate events or an ancient curse, the debate goes on. The tale of Henry Ziegland and the bullet that waited is one that defies belief and stretches the bounds of coincidence. Let's delve into this extraordinary story that takes us back to the late 19th century, in the heart of Texas. Henry Ziegland was a man of charm and charisma, known for his love escapades. In the year 1883, he decided to end his relationship with his then girlfriend, who, heartbroken by the news, tragically took her own life. In response to this tragic event, her brother decided to avenge her death. He confronted Ziegland and fired a bullet at him, but as fate would have it, Ziegland managed to dodge the bullet, which instead lodged itself in a nearby tree. The brother, believing he had avenged his sister, turned the gun on himself, leaving Ziegland to live his life, haunted but unharmed. Yet, the bullet remained, buried deep within the bark of the tree, a silent and ominous reminder of a life that could have been lost. Fast forward to 20 years later, in 1903. Ziegland decided to cut down the same tree that had once saved his life. However, the tree was so large that he decided to use dynamite to expedite the process. The explosion was successful in bringing down the tree, but it also dislodged the bullet that had been waiting patiently for 2 decades. In a twist of fate that seems almost too incredible to be true, the bullet found its original target. Propelled by the force of the explosion, it struck and killed Ziegland, fulfilling the tragic prophecy set 20 years earlier. In the end, Ziegland couldn't escape his past, and the bullet that had been fired 2 decades earlier found its mark, albeit in an incredibly roundabout way. In the game of life and death, coincidence had the final say. a chilling reminder that sometimes the past has a way of catching up with us in the most unexpected ways. As we've seen, history is filled with unbelievable coincidences that have shaped events and left us in awe. The intricate tapestry of time is woven with threads of serendipity, chance, and the inexplicable. Today, we've journeyed through tales that have left us gasping, questioning, and marveling at the interplay of coincidence and history. Remember the Premonition? A dream that turned out to be a forewarning, a prophecy that seemed to defy the laws of logic and reason. Or consider the tale of the King and the Killer, two lives intertwined by a twist of fate, a story that still echoes through the corridors of time. And who could forget the eerie curse of the tomb, a coincidence that feels more like a chilling ghost story than a chapter from a history book. The Bullet That Waited, a tale of delayed destiny, showed us that sometimes time itself seems to hold its breath, waiting for the moment to release a ripple of change. These stories are more than just footnotes in the annals of history. They are reminders of the curious dance between chance and destiny, a dance that continues to shape our world in ways we could never predict. As we wrap up this journey, we invite you to ponder these stories. Reflect on the interplay of coincidence and history, the chance encounters, the serendipitous moments, and the inexplicable events that have shaped our world. We're sure you have your own tales of coincidence, moments that left you awestruck or bewildered. We encourage you to share them, to add your threads to this fascinating tapestry of time. As we delve into the mysteries of the past, we realize that sometimes truth can be stranger than fiction. So let's keep unraveling these mysteries together, one unbelievable coincidence at a time. Until our next journey through the annals of time, remember, history isn't just about the past. It's about understanding the present and anticipating the future. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history's unbelievable coincidences. We've delved into the realm of the unforeseen, where fact is stranger than fiction, and the ordinary intertwines with the extraordinary. It's been quite an adventure. If you've enjoyed this voyage into the uncanny, don't hesitate to engage. Click the like button, share the video with your friends, and if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. We promise there's plenty more where this came from. Next time, we'll be diving into another fascinating aspect of history, the power of predictions. We'll be exploring prophecies that astonishingly came true. From Nostradamus to the Mayans, we'll delve into the eerie accuracy of some predictions that left even the skeptics bewildered. So prepare yourself for a journey into the world of the prophetic, a world where time seems to bend and the future is etched in the past. Stay tuned for more intriguing tales from the annals of history. Until then, keep exploring and stay curious.